E-SWAT was originally developed by Sega and released in 1989. In the game you play as Duke Oda, a badass member of the cyber police. It turns out that Mr. Oda isn't actually that much of a badass to own his very own cybersuit. So he has to take down 3 crime lords in order to prove himself worthy of donning the almighty cybersuit. Control wise, the game is pretty simple. There's a fire button, jump button, and a special attack button. That's all there is to it. Needless to say, the game looks and plays dated these days, but back in 1989 it was actually quite impressive.
Get out of my way!
E-SWAT came home to Sega's little 8-bit console, and what a hard game it is. The amount of enemies that come charging towards you is relentless. No sooner have you gunned down one, then there's another to take his place. This is the biggest downfall of this port. It's way too difficult. Maybe Sega made it like this because it's missing stages from the arcade game. Control wise, this port isn't too bad, but the jumps can be a little floaty at times. I'd like to recommend E-SWAT on the Master System, but it's just too damn hard, and not in a well programmed way either. All the home computer ports were developed by Creative Materials and published by US Gold. That alone tells you that they're going to be awful. Well, all except one version, that is. This Amstrad port looks pretty good, however, like every Euro home computer port, it suffers from no background music. The sound effects are dreadful, as you can hear. Playability isn't any better thanks to the unresponsive controls and slow gameplay. This isn't the worst port though. Oh no, just wait to see what's coming up. You may have thought the Amstrad version was slow, but oh my god, this Atari ST port is even worse. At least the controls are slightly better, and the game does look good, but it's still a pig to play. That doesn't mean it's fun though. Still, at least we have to give credit for following the arcade's presentation. here we go with the Amiga port. The controls here are even more or less responsive than the ST version, but hey, at least it moves at a decent speed and does have far superior audio. What happened to the graphics though? The game looks so washed out.
Hey, let's party!
Sticking with the Commodore systems, here we have what is easily the best Euro home computer port and actually a pretty good game for the C64. This version may not look like the arcade game, but it is colourful, controls well, and is actually fun to play for the most part. If only the jump mechanics were better for reaching higher platforms. Okay, back to an actual Sega developed version of E-SWAT, and this time it's for the Mega Drive. Just like what Sega did with the Mega Drive version of Shadow Dancer, they've completely remade E-SWAT for the home console. In many ways it's better than the arcade thanks to its tighter controls, faster gameplay and better designed stages. For an early Mega Drive game, E-SWAT isn't that bad, although some of the boss fights can be a little unfair at times.
Mission completed.
After playing something that was pretty good, now we're subjected to something that is completely unplayable. The ZX Spectrum port has controls that are so unresponsive it's not even possible to play the game as you intend. Your character will be jumping all over the place, fire only when he wants to fire, and moves in the wrong direction all the time. It's pathetic to say the least. Then there's the awful audio and not much better graphics. This is a terrible port of E-SWAT in every imaginable way. It's so bad I didn't even bother playing until I received a cybersuit.